Hello folks, this is Shawn Hopson from Emotion Entertainment, and I'm here with the wonderful, incredible Gerald Albright down at the August Wilson Center, and he just put on a fantastic show tonight for the folks in Pittsburgh, and Gerald is kind enough to give me a couple minutes to talk about a few things. Gerald, you recall your first trip to Pittsburgh?
I want to say the very first one, it was back in the mid-'80s, we played a club called Club 2000.
Okay.
And what was interesting about that, it was a fantastic show, but as we were on stage, somebody robbed the tour bus on stage.
Wow.
And the bus driver was asleep, and they came right on and stole all kinds of stuff. So, you know, it was a festive memory, and then it was a bad memory at the same time.
Wow.
But it's always a pleasure to come.
That's definitely not something I remember Pittsburgh when I get ripped off.
It's all good about the fun.
Yeah, well, something people often wonder is how you got your start playing saxophone. Could you briefly tell us about how that started?
At the age of 8, I started playing piano based on, my parents, they wanted me to play some kind of musical instrument, and it wound up being piano. We had an old upright piano at the house, and I didn't like piano at the time. I didn't like practicing the scales and all that, so I was never prepared for my next music lesson. And so the music teacher, George Turco, had to talk to my parents and said, look, I was Jerry back then, I remember Jerry. Jerry's in the films, and I happened to have an old saxophone in his garage that we hadn't played for many years. And so he brought it to the next lesson, and he said, Jerry, we'll do something different today. And he opened up the case, and he put the saxophone together, and showed me how to make a little sound out of it, and I was pretty much squeaking all day. And at the age of 8, I'm looking at it, it's like, wow, I can open this thing, I can press the keys. It was more interesting to me. It's like a toy,
right?
And I was inclined to play it, so I learned pretty fast on it, and it's been a part of my life ever since.
Okay. Yeah. Now there was something with Anita Baker and the bass and saxophone. What happened with that?
Well, actually, I fell in love with the bass guitar watching a Brothers Johnson concert back in 1978. I was in college, and they came to town. Louis Johnson stepped out front and center and played this incredible bass solo.
Okay.
And I said, I want to like that. And so I borrowed a bass from a friend on campus, and I sat in my dorm room and just kind of, did scales and kind of emulated some other my favorite bass players. And soon enough, I started playing in a little band around the college area, just for extra change, extra money. Right. And later, it became an integral part of my sound. I started doing recording sessions and went on the road with Patrice Rushen and Anita Baker as a bassist, and that's how that all evolved.
Okay. Yeah. I want to switch gears here. You recently found out about a new jazz website called NMOJAZZ.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on it? How did you run across that? Did you think that's something that people? Well, first tell me about what you know about it.
Well, I know it's a great search engine, and of course, spearheaded by yourself, and you're a very innovative guy for the music business, both on in the background and as a promoter. And we have a long time friendship, and you asked me to check it out, and I checked out the search engine, and I think, it's timely for me because now I'm an independent artist as opposed to an artist who was signed to a label for 17 records.
Right.
Now I have my own record label, so any platform where we can promote and market our stuff, man, it's a blessing for us. So for you to start that wonderful search engine, letting people know, the new music that's out, where we're going to be playing, all that kind of stuff, it can only enhance what we do. So we thank you for the support.
Great.
Yes.
Is that something you think like your fans and all the fans can appreciate, being able to go on a site that has access to your music and all the other artists? You think that's something that the fans will appreciate?
Oh, absolutely. I was talking to some fans tonight shortly after the show, and they are really into having part of their life, a big part of their life, going to see concerts, meeting the artists, you know, going behind the scenes, you know, a day in the life of Gerald Albright, the whole thing.
Right.
So if they can go to one place and find out all of these festivities, all of these, you know, whatever there is to advertise, I think it's a great thing.
Great.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be a big help.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, look, bro, I know you're tired. Been in Pittsburgh, you got a little headache. And I know you wore it out from the show because it wore me out.
Oh, man, I had a good time.
I have not seen people stand up and dance like that for a long time. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Man, I appreciate the time.
Thank you, Shawn.
Appreciate your friendship.
My pleasure.
Okay, and let's keep it moving, bro.
You got it.
All right, thanks, Gerald.
Thank you.
All right.
Pleasure.
Peace out.
All right.